I started with the Bloom Group. Um, it was St. James Community Service Society in those days in 1990. And what I was employed to do was to organize and set up the hospice program. It became apparent the extent of the outreach of the Bloom Group within the community, and that was it was enormous. It was absolutely enormous. AIDS had just hit in a very big way, and you can imagine that it was very prevalent in the downtown east side. So it was a pretty desperate situation. Mrs. Guttridge and a few of the home support workers had been watching a program about palliative care on PBS. And when they were building the new building on Powell Street, they decided to incorporate a 6-bed hospice. But the criteria is going to have to be at a place where I wouldn't mind dying myself or somebody I loved. And so I took it from there. It was a unique experience, totally and utterly. These were people who were absolutely dedicated to what they did, and we were totally like-minded. And our goal was to create a home where people could go to die, and the individual would be the leader of the care. If you'd gone in as an individual and said, we're going to do this, this, and this, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked at all. You had to sit down and find out. We can help with your pain. We can do one thing or another. What do you want? What do you feel? It was quite amazing how many people would come in really, really ill, even, well, especially those with AIDS in the early days, but with some good nutrition and chatting and being accepted, another would start to improve. The kindness and love that came out of that um, strengthened the last time for patients, but also I think for the staff. The biggest thing was when we needed to expand. The very first year that May's place was open, we turned away 90 people, and those people died in hospital. It was apparent that we needed more hospices. So what evolved was that we were going to, us, the staff, and volunteers, that we were going to find a way to get another hospice going. And that was a lot of work. That was taking on a job on top of a job. And that took, I suppose you'd say, 8 years, probably, from beginning to end. May's dream has, Mrs. Guttridge, who started the organization, her dream has evolved, and that all these years later, it is still serving the population of the downtown east side. It is an incredible organization, and it is such a pleasure to be a part of, to have been a part of, helping in some, indirect way. It's very much, and that will be to my dying day.